Hi, welcome to my video. So in this video, you might think, hey, this looks like KDE 6 because of the panels being floated. No, I actually took off KDE 6 and I'll tell you how I like if people are using Gentoo and they install KDE 6 and they want to go back on the stable KDE like KDE 5 27.10. I'll show that in a minute, but when I took off 6, what it did, it left the panel floating still. And what's really cool that it works just like how it would work in KDE 6. This is KDE 5.2710, right? So when I maximize, like see the panel's floating, but when I maximize it, see the panel it stays unfloated. Like usually the panel is supposed to be like this, like always, like on KDE 5. But it's floated. I don't know how like that setting just stay like that, and it works just like how we work in 6. It's very interesting. I don't know. I'm just kind of geeking out on that, but that's cool. I'm gonna leave it like that because I actually kind of like that feature of KDE 6, but it setting like leaving it like that on 5 with the settings that I have like probably in somewhere like .config or somewhere in my home directory. But anyway, I'm gonna leave it like that. It's pretty cool. So how did I uninstall KDE 6? Well, basically what I did is that I done sudo. This is probably not the best. I don't recommend anybody do it, but I done it and it didn't broke my system. It still works good. Like I'm making this video right now, and I got KDE 5 back up, and I have all my programs still there. And I didn't lose anything, so I just basically took off the KDE stuff. Okay, so basically I did sudo emerge dash unemerge, and I type KDE dash plasma slash star KDE dash frameworks slash star KDE slash miss slash star KDE slash apps slash star dev slash apps dev slash qt slash star. Okay, that's how I removed all the stuff that I think that was with KDE 6 for the most part. Then basically, this is probably not the best idea, but it worked for me. It works good for me. I don't recommend it for everybody, but it won't hurt your system. Gentoo is awesome. Believe me, like it's probably harder to break Gentoo than it is with other distributions. I'm not lying. You could probably break RC Linux a lot easier than you can break Gentoo. Why? Because Gentoo is just a great source-based system. It's hard to break it. You can always fix it. That's what's great about Portage. I think that better than most, like, it works. Once you know how to use Portage and how the system works, you'll know how to troubleshoot the system. The system is really great. To me, I find it very flexible. I actually love Gentoo a lot because I do it that way. I'm not saying it's the proper way of doing things. There are probably other ways to do it, but this won't hurt your system. From experience, from doing it on 2 computers, it won't hurt your system. Anyways, that's how I took off KDE 6. Okay, but there's more. You gotta do sudo rm slash etc slash portage slash, then you want to take off package dot unmask. Okay, you want to delete that. So you gotta rm that. Okay, and then basically you're gonna want to go to sudo nano slash etc slash portage slash profile, then use dot mask. Okay, and where you add a dash kf6 compact, you want to take that, just take it off, take it out of there, so just leave it empty. And also you want to add remove the use flag in your slash in your portage make.conf file. So portage make.conf. Then you want to take off kf F6 compact out of there. Just take it out. Make sure it's not in your use flag. Take it out. Don't need it. Even if you left it there, it probably wouldn't hurt your system, but just take it out anyway just to be safe. Okay? Take it out. Now, also, you want to do this. You want to do sudo e select repository disable KDE. Okay? You want to do that, right? You're going to disable basically portage to grab any source from ebuilds from your from the Git source of like the overlays from the Gentoo Git source, whatever, or overlay stuff, whatever I don't know how you call it. Just disable it, okay? Then after that, you want to do a sudo emerge --sync, okay? And to put back KDE 5, you're going to do sudo emerge. You're going to do a vu capital ND, and then you want to type. So you want back. So you want plasma meta or meta plasma meta. You want KDE apps / Dolphin, because there is a Dolphin emulator. So that's the file manager, Dolphin. You want the KDE Dolphin, not the GameCube emulator. And also you want console, if it didn't remove it. You also want Spectacle. That's a screenshot program. I use it. If you don't use it, fine, don't add it. But people that use it, add it, because you just remember you deleted everything in KDE-app. When you put that star, you delete everything that you had installed through that app. You gotta place it back again. And what else did I add to this? I think that's pretty much it. It didn't remove any other programs. I'm trying to think here. Did I have to add any more? Not sure. I'm gonna check my messages here. Where is it? Just to see what I typed earlier, because I typed what I did. I pasted in my Discord because I was showing a friend that was planning to take it off himself, because KDE 6 is kind of unstable. It's not Gentoo that's the problem. It's unstable because of whoa. Yeah, there it is. So what I did, oh yeah, so plasma, yeah, that's pretty much it. I was right. That's basically what I did. So that's how I reinstall everything back, and basically just reboot, and my KDE system was already set up, and I just logged in, and there you have it. I'm on the system, back on KDE 5. KDE 6 is out. I don't have to use it until it releases. I don't think that it's ready to be released on February 28th, because I still consider KDE 6 is quite buggy. For one thing, I mentioned in the past, and I know probably KDE developers are not watching this, and if they are, I hope they are watching this. Fix the lock-in screen. It's even buggy in your stable version right now. Sometimes when I lock my computer, when I type my password, I'm typing it very slow and I'm typing it correctly. It'll just say I'm typing my password wrong, and I will do it again and again, and it'll just say, please wait 10 minutes, blah blah blah. Your system on a timeout. Password not being typed right, and I'm typing my password like word by word, like, and it's only 6 words. Or 6 letters, I should say, my password. So it's not really a complicated password. It's a very simplistic password, but it's kind of hard to guess. Because it's it's only something in my brain works that I came up with that I don't think anybody would ever figure it out, to be honest. Anyways, so yeah, I'm typing the password very, very easily, and it's just not detecting it because I'm typing it the same way I type it in a console like TTY, and I log into root and I type my password. It's the same password as my user, and it logs in. I'm like, okay, that works. But how come it doesn't work on the lock screen? Because the lock screen is bugged out. GNOME does this as well. Sometimes, not often, but it does happen with GNOME as well. I don't know what's up with that bug. It could be something to do with maybe Wayland. I'm not using Wayland though. I'm still using X display server because I use an NVIDIA GPU, as you can see right here. I mean, Wayland works okay with NVIDIA GPUs, but like when I scroll my mouse over this, like the background, it shows like a black tearing thing around it. It's weird. Like I'll move my mouse, it'll just show like a black. I can make like I can make designs with it. It's not supposed to do that. Also with Discord, sometimes Discord is glitchy. Because anything that's what's it called, electron based kind of applications, it kind of glitches out. Like it's weird. It's hard to say. Like it'll just flicker. Like the graphics doesn't stay like solid. It'll just like flicker. Like it'll just like glitching out. I don't know if that's the proper way of saying it, but Steam does too as well. And this does this not just on Gentoo. It does this with a lot of systems that is using Wayland with NVIDIA graphics with the latest proprietary graphics driver. And I know NVIDIA is working on it in the latest drivers. I have the latest stable drivers, but they're that's not what I want to do. I'm using 45. I think 550. They're working on like fixing the API and all that stuff for Wayland. But right now I'm using the X11 display server as of now with Wayland Xorg server. But I want to use Wayland display server because I find Wayland works really good when you load up application. It's more snappier. It just loads up faster. It's because it uses your GPU. Basically the graphic is sent straight to your GPU, so things will just pop. Like I'll load up faster. Like things will just be a lot more smoother. Because X11, what it does, it calls X server to, hey, display this on your display. And it's just because it's the way it was designed in the 80s, how computers worked back then, was to send something to the X server. The X server sends it back to display the graphics. And that's why it's not as snappy or fast. And that's why you had a lot of tearing problems in the past with X11 display servers. And sometimes people still get it, but it's actually a lot. It's been improved a lot. You would think over 40 years that, yeah, eventually it get improved. And X11 is pretty solid now, like especially with NVIDIA GPUs. It actually works pretty good compared to Wayland. But I do notice when I use, like, it might glitch out a little bit, but I notice like just the GPU acceleration with how Wayland display server works. Like it just goes directly to your GPU. Like things are just more popular. Snaps good. It just has like really nice smooth transitions, and it feels really good. The workflow, and you're minimizing things, you're restoring back your application. It feels very like a nice smooth flow to it compared to X11 display server. Like it just actually feels really good. It feels kind of like Mac OS in the way. Like I won't say Windows because Windows don't feel like that. Windows not too bad with the transition, but I find Mac OS has a nicer transition, and I find KDE with Wayland has a really nice smooth transition. It just feels really good. Like things pop up, it just feels really snappy. But unfortunately, some of the application glitches out, and also what else? Wayland. What other problems I have with Wayland? I don't know. There's problems, but for the most part, Wayland does not work that bad with NVIDIA proprietary drivers, and it will be sorted out with. I'm not sure if I can use the beta drivers on Gentoo. I'm sure you can probably. I'm surprised I didn't even install the beta drivers because I am using unstable, Gentoo system. I don't know why I'm using the stable drivers. It shouldn't be on the unstable drivers, but I don't know. It works good the way it is, but I know the 550 is supposed to have some improvements with Wayland, so I'm gonna look into testing out the beta drivers because if it doesn't work good, I can always just put back to stable. Right? It's not hard. Actually, I'm gonna do that right now. So yeah, that's just my rant, and I made a video how to put KDE 6 onto your Gentoo system, but I'm making another video how to take it off. It's up to you. You want to keep it on, you want to test it out, go for it. That's great. Do what you guys want to do, but there's a way to take it off if you want to go back to KDE 5 and you're like, nah, I will wait for KDE 6 to get released officially. The release because the way I look at it, if they're gonna be masking programs on Gentoo, it's masked for a reason, right? So let them mask it. Don't unmask stuff because there's a reason. There's bugs. It's probably you're gonna come abroad. You're not gonna get a really good experience with Gentoo with your KDE desktop. I say personally, I done it just because I wanted to show people if they want to test out KDE, is that if they want to be they want to be a tester, go for it. There's nothing wrong with testing out stuff. Me, I don't feel like testing out stuff. I mean, I just want to do the procedure. I want to learn how to unmask things. I wanted to learn how to. The KDE was a challenge because it has a lot of dependencies and it's a big desktop environment. There's a lot of software and dependencies, so it was a challenge. It was more advanced way of unmasking stuff on Gentoo, and it was a good learning experience. And I just wanted to basically, succeed because I messed up doing it for one day, and it was a stupid mistake because I'm not reading everything that Gentoo is telling me to do, and I'm not I'm sometimes you get tired or just exhausted, you're just not paying attention, and I do that a lot because I'll spend hours just working with computers. Something gives me errors, and I'll just trouble. I'll think in my mind it's this problem here. I had this problem before in the past, but it had nothing to do with that problem. And it's a simple little thing that you have to add into use.mask in your /etc portage /profile, and I did not add that, and that was my problem because I did not add that, and it told me to add it. I just didn't see it, and I was troubleshooting, trying to get it to install. It would not do anything because that little thing I had to add that -KF6 compact in the use mask file in your profile /etc portage, but I didn't, and that was my biggest problem. And I wasn't reading, I wasn't paying attention. Even a user actually basically pointed it out to me that I had to do that, and I'm just that's why. Then I knew right away it's gonna work, and I'm like, yep, that was my problem. Well, I felt stupid about doing that, but I resolved that, and I installed KDE 6, and I made a video to help people out on that because people were asking how you done that because I showed a screenshot of me running KDE 6 on Gentoo, and people are just because they're probably because it's not easy to put KDE 6, as you can see in the video that I've done previously, compared to other distributions. But yeah, I just thought to make a video, and here's another video of me showing you how to put back KDE 5 if you want KDE 5 back on your system. Anyways, I'm actually going to stick with stable KDE because it works pretty good, and I'll wait. I'll wait for 6. I don't even think. I don't think KDE 6 is ready for February 28th. To be really fully honest, I think it's gonna be delay. And if so, I think that would be great because it needs more work. Personally, I'm saying that because I don't want KDE 6 to be out with full of bugs because it's gonna really make users not like KDE as much. So I think that they should do it slow, make sure it works really stable and good, fix all the bugs, then release it. So that way people will have a good experience with KDE 6. And I hope that they keep what they have and just keep it like that. Just keep KDE 6 the way it is now, like where you guys have it now in RC2. Keep it like that. Keep it like that. Don't add any more features. Don't take any features out. Let's leave it as it is and just work on the system, stability. Work on it being snappy, good, fast, stable, and great. Because people want a nice desktop, and I find KDE 6 is really nice. Just work on that. Don't add any features. Don't take any features out. Don't take features out. Don't take the system tray out. Don't take the desktop icons out because I'm gonna ditch this. I'm gonna ditch it. If you're gonna be like if you're gonna be like GNOME, I don't want KDE to be like GNOME. I want KDE to be KDE. That's why people use KDE because it's cool desktop environment. Anyways, have a good one, guys. Cheers.